All right, we're going to be getting started quite soon. Keep on enjoying yourself, having conversations. We'll see you shortly. Welcome to Experience the Culture 2024. Yeah? We're just waiting a few more minutes and then we're going to get going. I hope y'all feeling excited. It's going to be a great day. Whoa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Region of Waterloo, first and foremost, I am honored. Like our Black History Committee team right now is just in awe of what's happening here. You have to go closer, or am I good? I need to step back. But I just want to say thank you so much. This is a big deal for us, and we really, really appreciate everyone that's here. Um, like I mentioned in town hall, I'm Jacadian. I'm a Jamaican Canadian. That means I'm going to talk quite fast sometimes, and if you can't understand me, unfortunately, not like on Teams where you can message me to ask me, hey, what did you say? It's not, you're just gonna have to just go with the flow today. But I'm gonna do my best as possible. But I'm excited. First and foremost, can you guys just put your hands together for yourselves, please? Please, please, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I mean, our team is just overwhelmed with joy right now. We have felt the energy, we have felt the excitement, we've seen the questions, and we are just fully honored and grateful for this. This is our first ever Black History Experience the Culture 2024, obviously. We're hoping to do this even bigger next year, but this is where we're gonna start. I mean, Tim just looked at me like, bigger, Siobhan, you drove me crazy all morning already. But that's all right. We're here, we worked as a team, and this is gonna be such a phenomenal time. Put your hands together for the artists and the speakers right here. They showed up, they were early. It was one of those things where I almost shed a tear this morning, but I held it together. I think I messaged Amanat and I said to her, I'm emotionally pacing right now. And she asked me how I was doing. And that's exactly what I'm doing right now. But I'm a hype man at large. That's what my team calls me. That's what they see me at. If you see me start jumping, dancing, don't worry about it. It's just me in my element, in my zone. But at the end of the day, we're here to do one thing, is to have a good time, to have a good vibe, and to experience the culture. Is that all right? That is all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. All right. So we got quite the lineup. But before I do that, I had an interaction yesterday. I'm not too sure she's here today, but I was at Labs, and I have to share this because it was just an impression of exactly what we wanted. So we went to Labs and I was posting some stuff up, and I walked by. She said, Siobhan, is that you? I'm like, yes. Where can I put this poster? So she led me to their lunchroom, which was great, posted it there. And she said, I wanted to share this with you. After that town hall, what was great about what you did? I felt invited. And I was like, man, that word alone, invited, felt so good to hear, because that's exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted to invite everybody to experience our culture. Like, I understand in the history that ties to Black history and so forth, and we respect it. I definitely acknowledge it, and there's a need and a space for it. But where we are right now, and what I really wanted to provide was the space, the ability, and the forum where everyone is invited and that you can really experience what we have going on. So get ready, some dynamic performances. I know performers, I know I just put you guys on edge just now. I know I just did. I am sorry. If you're in this world right now and Siobhan is talking, you are going to get hyped. So you just got to bring it. But before we do anything else, I want to take this time to sort of respect the land in which we want to acknowledge that the land in which we're living in and what we're doing. So I'm going to invite Cheryl Mescal, please, if you want to take the stage here, as she is going to provide us the land acknowledgement before we get going. Is that all right? Put your hands together for Cheryl, please.
Right. Thanks, Siobhan. And I am thrilled to see everybody here today. As Siobhan said, we are here to experience it live. We've been doing this, our 4th year doing this, and the last 3 years have been online. So seeing everybody here today is like totally amazing. Okay, I am going to do the land acknowledgement. I have not memorized it, so I'm just going to read it. As we commemorate Black History Month, I want us to remember that my ancestors were enslaved peoples who were brought to another land. Like my Indigenous brothers and sisters, enslaved peoples were removed from familiar surroundings and forced to adopt a new language and culture. With that being said, it is with gratitude and appreciation that I acknowledge that these regional buildings are situated on land that is the traditional home of the Haudenosaunee, Anishinaabe, and Chinootan. This land within the Haldimand Tract is promised to the 6 nations and takes in 6 miles on each side of the Grand River. I recognize and deeply appreciate their historic connections to this place. I also recognize the contributions Indigenous peoples have made in shaping and strengthening this community. I am grateful for the opportunity to meet here and reaffirm collective promise and challenge the truth of, I'm going to say that again. I am grateful for the opportunity to meet here and reaffirm the collective commitment to make the promise and the challenge of truth and reconciliation real in this community. Thank you. And now, I hope you're ready to experience the culture.
Yeah. You're probably going to hear that quite often today. I'm sorry. I want you to go to your seat and all you can hear is yeah all day. And then you be going home and saying it to yourself, but it's fine. But we're going to get right into the performances. We're going to get right into some excitement. And I want to take this time to introduce to you someone that I consider, well, I call him a VIP. Every time I say that, he's like, Siobhan, stop. But I know he secretly likes it, but it's all right. This gentleman is our very own, very own. He is jovial. He is outspoken, a great singer, which he's going to do shortly. Amazing. He works as an integrated service navigator at the Region of Waterloo and has been here for, is it 19 years? Is it 19 years? 18 years going 19? That's all right. That's fine. I gave you one up, so that's fine. He's very passionate about Black history. Like when I came in onto the group and the committee, he was very inviting, really gave me the confidence that, hey, man, go ahead, do your thing. Because let me tell you guys, when I came in on the group, they were quite alarmed, like, who is this guy? Which I'm sure many of you, when you were watching on Town Hall, you're like, who is this guy? But that's fine. But Noel Robinson is such a stellar human being, and I cannot wait for you guys to experience him in his element. A great singer, so please put your hands together for the one and only Noel Robinson. Come on, sir. Yeah. I'll be right, man.
Morning. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous, but work with me. All right, I'm gonna do it a cappella, okay? Oh, pirates, yes, there are mine. Sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit. But my hands, they were made strong by the hands of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? 'Cause all I ever have, redemption songs. Redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free your minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? For all I ever have, redemption songs. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. No matter yourself can free your minds. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. So won't you help me sing these songs of freedom? For all I ever have, redemption songs. For all I ever have, redemption songs. Oh, oh, freedom. Oh, oh, freedom. Oh, oh, freedom over me, over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and be free. This is the one that I like. It says, no more weeping. I said, no, no more weeping. No more crying over me, over me. And before I'll be a slave, I'll be buried in my grave and go home to my Lord and go home to my Lord and be free. Thank you.
Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our minds. No, I mean, we might have to do a duet one of these days. You know? I'm just saying. Yes, no, you know what? I'm good. Fine. Put your hands together one more time for Mr. Noel Robinson, please. Thank you, thank you. Yeah. This is good. I appreciate you, sir. Thank you so much. I mean, those are songs that I grew up on back home in Jamaica. Just so you guys know, I came here when I was 17, back in 2005, from a plus 25 to a negative 35, January 15th. Insane. And what was crazy about it is that my dad did not let me know what I was getting into. Well, I understood, but I've always struggled seeing you know, when you're watching the snow on television, it's way different than what what it really is. I mean, in Jamaica, you see folks are doing snow angels in the snow, playing snow fights. I'm like, man, that was pretty cool. Yeah, until you get here. It's a thing. But anyways, it's been good. I'm a Jacadian now, so I've warmed up. You know what? Never mind. No, I have not. But it's still great. But at the end of the day, I am truly, truly grateful to have the region of Waterloo to give us this opportunity right now for what we're doing. This is special. This really is special. And with that being said, I want to take this opportunity to invite none other than Chair Redmond. She's going to provide some opening remarks for us, and I'm looking forward to this. And Chair Redmond, you never met me. I've never met you before, but this is our first time, but I'm sure it will not be our last. Come on up. Thank you.
So first of all, I want to say that if I was as cool as Siobhan dancing, I would dance everywhere, but I'm not. I just want to thank everybody for attending. And I love the little narrative that you provided about being invited. So I hope everybody feels welcome and invited to this amazing celebration, especially those who organized today. It's incredible. You know, I spend a lot of time here in the council chambers, very little singing and dancing, I'd like to add. But I think I'm going to recommend more steel pan drum performances in here. During Black History Month, it's an honor to be able to take this time to celebrate the past, the present, and the ongoing contributions of Black Canadians. You know, I am reminded when I was thinking about coming here, and I didn't know the song you were going to sing, but some of you may have been at an evening celebration, March 22nd, 2019, when a concert was held at the First United Church in Waterloo. And we celebrated Hymn to Freedom, and it was celebrating the music and the legacy of a Canadian legend, and that's Oscar Peterson. And it was coordinated by Loris DaCosta in partnership with the KW Multicultural Festival. Was anybody there besides me? It was amazing, wasn't it? It really felt like a religious experience to me. And one of my former colleagues and friends, the first Black member of Parliament, Honorable Jean Augustine, was there to celebrate too. And it was a nice connection from some of my personal history, as well as the history and the ongoing legacy that is being created by Black people in the region of Waterloo and across Canada. There's so many ways here in Waterloo region that Black community members are enriching our community and our country. I'm grateful that we're able to celebrate just a few of them here today with the performances that have been organized. During this month, I also want to make sure that I acknowledge that there are still ongoing challenges, inequities, and systemic racism. And I remain committed, as I know all of you do, to continuing to address these issues and work towards a more inclusive future. Once again, thank you so much to the organizers of today. If you have time to chat with one of the Black History Month working group members, and they don't seem shy so far, so I'm sure that they will make themselves known, I encourage you to talk to them. This group of staff have created and made this event happen, and what they've done is remarkable. Again, thank you so much for being here today, and I look forward to many more events, learnings, and connections throughout the month. Have a great time.
Chair Redmond, that is special. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. Those remarks definitely run very deep for us, and we welcome it anytime. And like I said, I'll see you again. All right, so we're gonna get right into more of our entertainment and our artists. But before I do so, I'm sitting here and I'm just watching the faces, and I'm so pleased. And I know I've been like overdoing that a bit, but you guys don't understand what this really, really means. Like, I'm so pleased to see the smiles, the laughs, and how engaged you are. It's a big deal. And this, like I said, it is special. And we're gonna get even more special because we got Steel Pan Cam that's coming up. But I'm gonna give you a little bio about who she is and what she's done. So just to give a history, steel pan is an instrument deeply rooted in the African history and culture. And although many similar instruments have been placed in the 1700s, it was in Trinidad. Hold on, steel pan, are you from Trinidad? You're Bajan, all right, that's fine. We'll give you from that. We'll go with that. But in Trinidad during the late 1930s, that's when the steel pan drum really became what it is now. The metal pan players have discovered and raised the areas and metal containers made with different sound so they can identify where sounds are different in flats and raised areas, which is pretty cool. And through experimentation, coincidence, trial and errors, and ingenuity on parts of numerous innovations, the steel pan bands evolved into the steel pan family of instruments. So now a little bit about pan. And if I'm talking too fast, you can always say, slow down, Siobhan, but that's all right. Steel Pan Camp has been playing for 20 years. Hold on. 20 years? Okay. And is an alumni member of the Hamilton Youth Steel Orchestra, the HYSO, and from local events overseas, playing has become a passion for her, which is great. She hopes to bring positive vibes, I like that, and joy to many events and spaces and genres of music such as Latin, reggae, soca, and pop. Are you gonna do some soca? Yes, please, thank you. I like the soca thing. Feel free to dance, and I mean that because you might see me do a bit of that. Sing, shout, and vibe with her. Everyone, help me welcome Steel Pan Camp. Here we go.
Thank you for having me here today. I'm gonna play 3 songs for you. The first one is One Love, so it's a reggae song. The second one is Thinking Out Loud by Ed Sheeran. And the third one is called Engine Rooms, mixed with The Hammer. It's a soca calypso mixture that I put together. So you're gonna kind of see the versatility that the instrument can do. This is just one of 16 instruments that I can play.
Good to go. 1 second.
There you go.
Do you need me to go to the mic? I'm just sure everyone's sort of tired of hearing from me right now. Nope, this is working out. That's fine. I'll come on up. Real quick. That's fine. No, we can do that. Do it now if you want. Yeah? Okay. Okay, maybe that was too much for me. I won't do that. All right, but I want to definitely continue to just express my appreciation a bit. But while they're doing that, I also, as everyone, are you aware of February 14th, what's going on? Everyone is aware? But I mean, sure. We're good to go? All right, I was just going to take a story, but they're saying, get on. That's fine. But come on in, please, everyone again, Steel Pan Camp, let's go. Wow. Oh, Mark, you're gonna help me, please, if you don't mind. That's how I know Steel Pan Camera Shot is Bayesian, because y'all see that last move? I was like, okay, girl. Okay. Just remember where we are now. One more time. Put your hands together for Steel Pan Cam. That was good. Wow. You got skills. You got some real good skills. Thank you so much for blessing us with your talent. That was amazing. I'm trying to get that dance move out of my head right now, but that's fine. That's good. That was a lot of fun, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. You enjoyed it? Yes? Yeah. Aaron, yes? All right, we're gonna move things right along because I want to make sure that everyone, you're just entertained and you're fed. Ooh, speaking of feeding, that's another thing. But anyways, we have a gentleman that's coming up next. One of my good friends, Mr. Ham Grady himself. 2 years now, Graham? 2 years now. We've known Graham for 2 years. We've grown a very, very good relationship. We are competitive. We play fantasy basketball together. And we're always going at it in some capacity, but we are good. It's all friendly competition, right? Yes. But at the end of the day, when I asked Graham, like, Graham, can you bless us with your talent, man? This guy is just so good in terms of how he put words together. And I'm just going to run a little bio about him. And he sent me a full 2-page paragraph, but I'm just going to cut it down to a quarter of it. Just too much for me to read. I memorized, so I figured, okay, I'll do it like this. So Ham Grady is the creative alter ego for Graham Edwards. That's his real name, Graham Edwards. Not too sure. You have to explain to me where this Ham Grady came from, but that's fine. Oh, Hamlet. Is that it? No? Okay. Sorry. Truly sorry for that. His alter ego is the alter ego of Graham Edwards, and he intends to speak to the hearts of others using poetry. Special. He's a good friend of mine, and to me, he is a creative genius and an elite lyricist. That's just how I see him, just elite. And I'm not sure he's gonna take me aside today and say, Siobhan, too much, man. But that's fine. He has a great love for God, the community, his family, and the Caribbean heritage, and he wants people to be able to experience poetry and passionately desires to leave them with a lasting impressions as they listen, which is great. He's led workshops for schools, community organizations. He's also performed at churches, universities, showcases, community festivals, and private events. So please, I won't get into much more details because I'm gonna get out of your way, but please help me welcome the one and only Ham Grady, please. Come on up. Yeah.
Oh, let me adjust this mic. Sure, he's a little short, you know? Tall in spirit, I guess. Tall in spirit, I guess. It's Black History Month. I can't go wrong, guys. My name is Graham. Go by Ham Grady. And today, Chevy kind of asked me to come and do a little performance in terms of spoken word poetry. Siobhan, sorry. Siobhan asked me to come and do some poetry for you guys. It's an honor to be able to come and do something for Black History Month. Like Siobhan, I was in a nice little sunny island. And then I decided, hey, let me come to Canada. Let's see what it's all about. Yeah, it's no angels. Nah, it's a no for me. Honestly, I've been here 7 years now, and for the most part, it's felt good. It's a second home to me now, and being able to connect with others in the community and the people in this region has been something really tremendous for me. I haven't even really left the province. I've only literally been here this whole time. And just the way that I guess God has positioned me and put me in places to meet people like Siobhan and and so many other people in the region, even with what I do. So I guess a little bit about what I do. I work with a not-for-profit organization called Liftoff. We support Black entrepreneurs. And even being able to work in a space where I can continue to give back to my community is something so amazing. But I'm here for poetry. And so the name of this piece is called Black Is, and you'll see what Black is pretty much. Black is. It exists and needs no validation. It is, and was, and will be. Black is perfect. It's like yin and yang, except it needs no yang. It's like female and male, except it needs no man. Sorry, guys. It's like black and white, except it needs no tan. Black is perfect. So we know Jesus must have been a black man. Come on now. Black is beautiful. From the brows to the nose, to the hips, to the lips, from the richest of ebony skin to the little black dress she slips over it, from the curly black crown of hair to the obsidian colored wig she wears, she could rock it, but touch it if you dare. Black is truth. Maybe that's why they tried so hard to kill me and you. We told the black, the whole black and nothing but the black, but they couldn't handle the black. I mean, the truth. And they still can't handle us. Just go talk to Slavery. She'll tell you different things depending on your color. But one thing she said that I'll never forget is when she says that the little white lies are the so-called harmless ones. My brother Black is strong. A lot of it was not by choice, but we were forced to be. I mean, what other option did we have? It was either death or slavery. Strong were the men and women who were whipped and tortured and killed aimlessly. Emancipate yourself from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Words of the great Bob Marley. But black is dark. And in that, come on, there is no wrong. Isn't it in the dark you were up with friends and your co-workers all night long? Isn't it in the dark you slipped into their bed and had them singing that song? Huh. Who had your back when your heart was broke, feeling like you don't belong? Black is dark. And let's be honest, we have given the light its meaning all along. Black is creativity. Do you know it was a black man by the name of Lewis Latimer who basically created electricity? Electricity helps with machines, and machines help doctors, and doctors deliver babies. And I was once a baby, so basically I created electricity. Maybe not. Okay, that's a stretch. But what isn't is that there's so many things that we have today, like country music and coffee that we made, but you never hear about me. Black is human. Black is life. Black is history. Black can be authority, mixed with some elegance and some mystery. Black is who we are. It's a pillar of our identity. Black is the past, future, and present, where we will leave our legacy. Black is God. Black is faith. Black is supreme. Black is everything. Black is nothing. And black is in between. Black is change. From one continent to another, change is something we all know. We're told you have to be the change you want to see. And so that's what we're doing. That's what I'm doing. Standing before you, telling you everything that black is. I know I've told you that black is. Black is. It exists and needs no validation. Black was and is and will be. Black is the culmination of all colors and all light. Black is me. Thank you.
Talented with words. That's a phenomenal piece. Ham Grady, thank you very much. I appreciate your time, appreciate your talent, appreciate the education, appreciate your passion. It was good. Very, very good. Keep on harping back to how special this is, to be honest with you. This is a very emotional moment for me in a lot of ways. I mean, grew up in Jamaica. And and a little bit about my story. Grew up in Jamaica, single home. It was an experience in itself because I learned a lot, experienced a lot. I've been exposed to a lot of things. But the great thing about it is it has shaped me for who I am right now, today. And I never imagined the little boy barefooted on the asphalt road with dusty knees and picky hair will be right in front of you right now, this moment, having the opportunity to invite you to experience the culture. And that's something special. And I'm grateful and thankful. And this is truly a special moment. And I had to just mention that and express that. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. There are some special folks that really contributed to what we've done here today and many more that we're going to be doing. And I want to invite my commissioner, Jennifer Rose, who has been a massive advocate of this special event. And Jennifer, if you don't mind, come on up. She's going to take the opportunity to express some of the gratitude and appreciation to some of these folks. Not only that, just the region, on behalf of the region of Waterloo as well. Jennifer, thank you so much.
Thanks, Siobhan. It's a real pleasure for me to be here. I met Siobhan just recently, just a month ago, I think. Yes, because I inherited the facilities and fleet management team, and I went to one of their breakfasts, and Siobhan and I met there. And so
I had a lot of questions for him. Sorry.
you did have a lot of questions. You stopped me in the parking lot, but it was all good. So I'm really happy to be here to thank the people that put this together. But first, I've got a list of bullet points I got to get through here. So Siobhan wanted me to talk about how us as a corporate leadership team are really thrilled, and we are. We're really thrilled that you're all here and that we could make this happen for the Black History Month Committee. And there's a few of us here. So I thought I saw Rod back there. Is he gone? He left. Okay, so Connie McDonald is our Chief Strategy Officer. And Matthew Getsky is here. He is moonlighting as our acting CAO, but normally he's Commissioner of Transportation and my work bestie, so waiting for him to come back. And Rod, who was here, is the Commissioner of Planning, Development, and Legislative Services. Unfortunately, Shuli Wong and Kim Bellissimo and Craig Dyer were not able to make it, but they if they were here, they'd be very happy to see you here. And Peter Sweeney also was not able to make it today, but I know that they wanted to be here today. So we're really happy that you were able to come. So I'm really excited to attend this. Diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging is really important to me. And it's something that I talk about a lot in engineering and environmental services. And it's because I think my upbringing and the way I was brought up made me appreciate people from different cultures and different lifestyles. And I was always exposed. My mother's a hippie, so I was always very much exposed to a lot of different people from a lot of different backgrounds. So I thought that was normal. And then I moved to Meaford, Ontario. Not normal. No, not normal. I was not normal. So yeah, so I'm escaped from Meaford. And but diversity is a fact and inclusion is a choice. But we got to get beyond that. We've got to talk about commitment. So what does commitment to DEIB mean? And to me, it means persistence and it means intention. So when I was learning to be an ally, because I didn't know what that was, I thought, I've got to go at this in the way I learn, which is intentional and consistent. So I asked somebody how to be an ally, and they said, you need to learn about that group that you want to be an ally for. So that's what I did. And that's what I'm excited about today, is that Siobhan and his team, or Chevy, I love that. Chevy and his team are put this together so we could learn about Black culture. And I love the steel drum bands. As soon as I heard that was going to happen, I was like, okay, that thing's awesome. And I love spoken word, so thank you so much for that. And the singing was beautiful. We were hoping that you could come up and sing with the steel drum band, so that would have been fun. But anyways, I'm going to move on here because I know I've been talking a lot. I'd like to talk about like who put this together, and maybe you could come down and so everyone can see you. So the Black History Month Planning Committee is Amanada Ndoye. I'm hoping she's here. What? Are you gonna come? Brenda Anton. Is Brenda here? Brenda Anton, very nice. Cheryl Grove. Cheryl Grove. Not here? Oh, okay. Chevy Smalling. Fidelia Ukuji. I hope I said that right. Fidelia Ukuji. Ukuj. Okay. Gary Bartley. Jerry. Setting up food. Noel Robinson. Petra Anagor. Petra Anagor, are you here? Come on down. Cheryl Maskell. Cheryl Maskell. Stella Appo. Stella, there you are. Tara Park and Tracy Harrow are our Black History Month committee members. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Appreciate everyone that came out, and I appreciate the members. These guys have been committed to the work. They have done phenomenal. Susie. Wait, Susie? Susie. Hi, Susie. Susie's a vital part of our team, so I'm surprised that Susie's name wasn't on the list, and that's my fault. Apologies, Susie. But definitely had to give you a big shout out, yourself and Diana as well, which is on that side. Put your hands together for them as well, please. Thank you. Thank you. And I will take responsibility of that for sure. That's on me. I apologize. I want to say something about the team though. I mean, you see me here and I'm the speaker, but everything that you see I'm talking about, this is because the team have been such a massive support, and what they've done in the background has been more than what I could experience and expect. And even though I'm sort of the face talking, it's the team on a whole that have made this happen, and I want to give them a big shout out. So guys, congratulations, you guys done a phenomenal job. You are amazing. Thank you, Black History Committee. Thank you so much. All right. So let me do this real quick so I don't get in trouble. I have some announcement to make real fast, and then I'm gonna just get out of the way because we do have the one and only Alana Decker that's coming up. Some announcement real quick. Region of Waterloo Libraries, they have some things or some events planned and sort of, you know, I guess ready for the month of Black History. They have books available to learn more about the legacy of Black individuals of today and in the past. They also have a bunch of programming video content which highlights celebrating Black and Indigenous, our story and agriculture in the southwestern of Ontario. This is going to be by Nicola Thomas as well. They'll be having painting sessions by Alana as well. That's amazing. Okay, looking forward to that. But for more information of these sessions, please visit the Region of Waterloo Library's website, and you can get all of that content and events and what's going on. So you want to check those out, please. As well, the DEIB group have a thought leadership series, Conscious Inclusion and Belonging. They have their own events as they're going to be promoting as well. I believe that should be coming out soon. You can just jump in on your teams and be a part of some of those sessions. I won't go in full details of what those are because it is quite a list to talk about. And I'm sure you don't want to hear too much from me anymore, and we want to get moving because we got refreshments to handle and get into. Is that all right? That is all right. Sounds good. So at this moment, I would love for the one and only Alana Decker to get herself prepared. She's our main presenter of today. Phenomenal young lady who is about to speak to you from the heart, some of her experiences. Absolutely exceptional, and I can't wait for you guys to experience her. So just a little bit about her. She's our main presenter for the afternoon. Her artwork has graced prestigious spaces, including the Black and Free Art Exhibition at the Ken Sieler Museum and a captivating mural at the 44 Glockle Street titled Accepting Myself as I Am. I like that. And another inspiring mural at the Preston Heights Community Group named It Takes a Village. Alana beautifully intertwines her art with affirmations, and her dedication to community building shines through every stroke of her brush. Please welcome to the stage the one and only Alana Decker. Come on up. All right, transition team, let's go. So, thank you so much. Come on up, Alana. We're here for you. We're excited for you. And we should be getting things going. Now, I know time is going and things are moving. We absolutely have the refreshments ready for everyone. The puff puff, the festivals, the jerk chickens, and all that good stuff. I will say, based on what we're looking at, everybody should be fed, which is great. They're not necessarily big lunch meals, but they're just refreshments. But we would like for you guys to experience some of that culture as well throughout those meals. So Alana, stage is yours. Sounds good. She's just preparing. Nice. At 150 Main Street, February 14th, we're going to be having our Black History Roadshow. We got quite the lineup. We got so much vendors that are coming up. We got some games, we got things, we got food again. We have quite a lot of different type of interesting artifacts as well. So we want to invite everyone to be there. 150 Main Street, that's in Cambridge. Along with that, February 28th, we're at the museum. We have a big event that's there. Just so everyone's aware, we have both for the public as well. So as well as reaching staff, so if you got family members, you want to get them out, please invite them. It's going to be a phenomenal time. The museum we got a line. We got some dancers coming in. We got some saxophonists that's coming in. That is insane. What else we got going on there? You definitely have Henry again. He's going to be there alongside his partner. Sorry, but I'm getting you back on. But we have another friend of his, which is also his name is Okiki. He's great. He's also well versed in his talent as a spoken word artist. So come up with that, please. And I assure you, you're gonna have a good time. A whole bunch of stuff planned, especially at a road show. A lot of stuff planned for that, so please come on out. Is that all right? Yeah. Perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, how are we looking? We're going good? One more minute. That's fine. I'm sure folks just don't want to hear talking. Which is all right. At this point, most likely in this phase of the program, this is happening. I would like music and then I'll just dance. All right. You know, yeah. No, no. But this is good. I'm excited. Are you guys having a good time so far though? I still can't get that all of my head. This whole movement right here. Girl, you're killing it now. But I want to thank you so much, and we're gonna have to get you in the museum again. Is that cool? Is that all right? So, now, you good to go?
Well, thank you so much.
Not a problem.
I'm hoping you can hear me on the mic.
It has such a show.
Hello? Oh, everyone can hear me. Perfect.
We hear you.
Okay, great.
Can you try to figure out one more time for all of it?
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have the opportunity to be here today. I was honestly nervous just thinking about standing before all of you today. I'm a little bit winded because I was walking back and forth. That's my age talking right now. I'll be 40 February 9th, just want to let you know. So I really didn't know what I wanted to talk about today, and I was like, what would folks want to know about A. Decker? That's my art name. But my name is Alana Mae Decker, and that's spelled M-A-E, and that is from my grandmother, Ellie Mae Hayden. May she rest in paradise. I love her to death. So I want to just bring you into my journey through my childhood adventures. Back in the day, I was this little explorer diving headfirst into pre-competitive gymnastics, twirling around with the grace of a ballerina, and even donning a baseball cap on the field. My mom, let me tell you, she was like this unstoppable force of determination when it came to exposing me to all sorts of experiences. She believed in casting a wide net and letting me explore everything under the sun. So I'm gonna just stop for a moment just to let you know, I'm not turning my back on you. I will not be abandoning anybody, but I do have to create a piece that looks like Frankenstein right now. But you'll see how it, how it progresses throughout when I speak with you folks. So I'm gonna go back and forth. So now, here's the fun part. My passion for art, it began, it's been a part of me ever since I could reach the kitchen counter. My mom, in her infinite wisdom, she noticed the spark earlier on. Picture this, she enrolled me in sewing classes. Yep, little old me sewing away and just stitching away many little masterpieces. It was her way of saying, hey kiddo, nurture that creative side of yours. Looking back, those sewing classes weren't just about making crafts, they were a testament to her commitment to fueling the artist in me. Mom truly was the architect of my diverse childhood, creating a canvas filled with experiences and shaped the person who I am today. Looking back, I can't help but chuckle at the times I used to raid my mom's old lingerie stash to make my Barbie doll clothing. I'm pretty sure she was low-key annoyed with me repurposing her stuff for my miniature fashion show. All the things we do for our childhood passions, right? Mom's lingerie unintentionally became the haute couture of my Barbie world. The journey of self-discovery, like many growing individuals, I occasionally resisted the path laid out by my mother. I think we all did. They tell you what to do, but you know everything, right? Art, honestly, a love instilled in me by my mother became a sporadic pursuit, much like a cat that chooses to grace you with its presence. Despite the sporadic approach, the influence of beautiful Black art decored our home. For example, we had a beautiful painting front and center in our living room of a Henry Tanner art print, which is named The Banjo Lesson, and I highly recommend that you look into that piece because it's a beautiful one, to say the least. I'll give you a little synopsis about the artist, Henry Ossawa Tanner, and I apologize if I butchered his name, the middle name. But Henry Ossawa Tanner, a Black artist who earned international acclaim for his religious paintings. His father was a prominent minister, and his mother a former slave who escaped the South through the Underground Railroad. Now, as an adult, I comprehend the depth of my connection between art and my identity. Art with its vibrant hues and diverse expressions serve as a testament to resistance, creativity, culture richness, to name a few. Its legacy, passed down from my mother, who, against the backdrop of life's challenges, saw the importance of nurturing my artistic spirit. Today, the significance of art echoes not only in my journey, but also in the heart of my mom, creating a bond that transcends time and continues to shape the narrative of who I am today. During my impressionable years, the backdrop of my childhood was against the context of lower income housing. Despite the challenges of my mother, a single parent stood as a pillar of strength, ensuring that my siblings and I not only had our basic needs met, but experienced a sense of comfort and dignity. For a period of time, we lived in lower income housing. My mother's unwavering dedication manifested in the daily assurance that we were well fed. And it wasn't just about nourishment, it was a demonstration of love and care that echoed through each meal. And I wish she was sitting here because I do miss her cooking. The last time I ate her cooking was Christmas, and I would like some right now, I'm just saying that. Equally significant was the importance of our appearance, my siblings and I. My mother took pride in dressing my siblings and I in brand name clothing. In the grand scheme of things, the material nature of our clothing might just seem insignificant, but hear me out. For a single Black mother navigating societal judgments, it carries a profound meaning. It became a shield against the harsh external perceptions that often accompany life being Black and being Black in lower income housing. The act of ensuring we wore brand name clothing wasn't just about aesthetics. It was a deliberate effort to provide us with a sense of normalcy, a shield against potential prejudice that lurked beyond the walls of our home. In a world quick to judge, my mother's determination, and remember I say this word, remember my mother's determination, to present her children with the dignity and pride through their appearance became a powerful symbol of resistance and commitment. In the face of adversity, my mother's actions spoke volumes, reinforcing the idea that, I apologize. Oh my goodness. Reinforcing the idea that regardless of our circumstances, we deserve to feel valued and respected. I myself was in lower income housing and also went on the path of single motherhood. Navigating the challenges, I found support in the form of lower income housing, a source that proved instrumental in providing my children and I with the resources that proved to be instrumental in providing my children during those initial stages of my parenting journey. I encountered the harsh reality of domestic violence and became a survivor in the face of challenging circumstances. In the pursuit of safety and healing, I sought refuge at the Haven House. It was a crucial turning point in my life that made it particularly impactful. With the counseling I received and the invaluable support system provided by individuals that approached my situation with empathy and in a non-biased perspective. In situations of domestic violence, the presence of enablers is unfortunately common, making it all the more challenging to break free. The Haven House offered a sanctuary where genuine understanding and assistance were extended, fostering an environment conducive to rebuilding and healing for both myself and my children. Although the shelter wasn't ideal, it wasn't an ideal situation, okay? It became a vital stepping stone to my journey. So picture this. In the midst of my stay, life threw me an unexpected curveball that turned out to be a game changer. And it brought so much needed financial relief. And I think about this, I'm sorry, it's not even laughing, it's just, I still sit back and think, really, this happened to me? while I'm in the shelter, you know, instead of me going off on this wild adventure, going on a trip and going on a shopping spree, I thought to myself, no, I'm going to make the conscious decision and purchase my first home at age 26, a single mother. Sorry, I'm getting emotional right now because this was a very important part of my life. It was all about looking ahead and seeing the stability it could give my children in the long run. So I think to myself, let's talk about choices that really matter. So get this, that first decision of purchasing my first home at 26, at 28, I was able to purchase my second home as a single mother with 3 children. Yeah, I did it. I did that. Knowing that people around me said, but what do you know about purchasing a home? Can you really do that? You should just rent. No, I said, I'm gonna give it a whirl. I'm gonna try it. If it doesn't work, I know how to pick myself back up. I've been to the shelter already. How much lower can I go? I got this. So 7 years deep into marriage with my amazing husband, we've combined our household, we've woven together our 2 distinct families into one harmonious, interesting, I must say, because there's a bunch of preteens in the house. Blink if you need help. Blink, blink. But picture this, my 3 biological children, and then my husband with his 1 biological son under one roof. And it's this chaotic, joyful laughter and stories that we share amongst each other. You know, this living, breathing collage of diverse experiences. Life, my friend, is all about embracing the unexpected and turning it into something wonderfully unique. So we've built something pretty special together. Our journey has created more than just a home. It's become a safe haven, a place where bravery and resilience thrive. It's not just a building, it's a living proof of how we face challenges head on and come out stronger, tightly bound by the enduring connections that make us a real family. So just to add, my husband, he's actually a cancer survivor, and he had a type of cancer, it's a type of sarcoma, similar to what Terry Fox had. So, you know, he was angel waiting for me to meet him. Entering the world, the art world, was an unexpected, transformative experience for me. My art journey began in the stillness of 2019. The world felt still, downcast, depressing. I mean, these words are synonymous, okay? So it was really a tough time. I mean, it's a cycle. It gets good, it goes bad, it gets good, it goes bad. And it forced me to really confront my emotions and embark on a journey of self-discovery. Amongst the challenges, I found myself combating with the need to redefine my identity. I transitioned from identifying myself as being a bisexual Black woman to being a Black queer woman. And I never thought I'd say this in front of everybody today. And this, like, I'm really happy. So, you know, I say to myself, you know, I use the term combating because my sexuality was shared without my consent, right? This was a bullying tactic that I really chose not to breathe any life into. Instead, what I did was I took control of my own narrative. And I like to say to myself, and this is my mantra, is some people are uncomfortable with how comfortable you are with yourself. I ventured into yoga and practice. That practice honestly anchored me in moments of reflection, and I rekindled my connection with art. It was a part of me that's been eclipsed by, you know, life is lifing, like the demands of life that really just eclipsed that. So life is lifing, you're a mom, you're a married woman. I forgot that I was actually a creative person. So engaging in painting became a source of joy and therapeutic release, putting my emotions into motion. I spent quality time with my partner and my children. You know, life is funny. You know, the canvas, something I hadn't thought about in ages, suddenly became a tool for me pouring out my emotions and rediscovering my artistic side. That revival was like the starting point of this amazing creative journey that began, that brings me so much joy. Like today is a perfect example of the joy that comes with being a creative and just having those connections with folks. From my initial piece titled Prisoner in My Own Mind, this was my very first piece that I created. And I remember having an interview with Jessica Smith on CTV News, and she asked me which was the first piece and which one do you like better. I don't like to tell my pieces which one I like better. I like them. But this piece, it's a tearful reflection of societal struggles I faced and continue to face as a Black queer woman. Then a cascade of just a bunch of other pieces that came along. I have not only a mother, and it's reflections of me. I'm not only a mother. I choose me. This is me representing my queer identity. I trust my journey because I do. We're not given a blueprint, but we have to trust the journey. You know, the Most High knows what the Most High is doing. It's pretty cool to think about where I am compared to 5 years ago. Back in the day, if you had asked me if I could see myself having these incredible partnerships with Rhythm and Blues Cambridge, I mean, the dream team, my heart and soul, or even changing the flow with Kevin Hibert. Sorry, that was the French part of me. Je m'excuse. S'il y a des gens ici qui parlent français, je peux parler avec vous aussi. Donc, on va recommencer. Ouais. Est-ce qu'il y a des gens ici qui parlent français? Oui, il y a des gens ici. Hey, mon ami. Cool. But, you know, and even being a board member for the Preston Heights Community Group, I would have just honestly told you, no, not me. Why? Like, what? Me? Life has a funny way of surprising you, doesn't it? Life, yes, has thrown me some curveballs, but here's the thing. I not only faced those challenges, I've stared them down and found ways to overcome. Therapy, my ally, like, we're cool, therapy. And I dived into, you know, self-help books and, you know, self-love books, like really almost like they were my survival guide. And let's not forget my sanctuary, which is being a creative. So now let me tell you something that is close to my heart. It's Art from the Heart Processing, no pun intended. You know, it's a free program that I co-founded with Rhythm and Blues Cambridge and also with TEAO Canada, Nicole Faulkner, the psychotherapist who I love so much. We, you know, have this running 3 to 4 times a year. And it's like a safe haven where people can dive into their emotions through art and movement therapy. It's just incredible as an artist to witness the healing power of creativity and action. And also newly implemented Live, Create, Relax, and Paint. You'll hear more about that soon. Then there are my paint sessions that I have and also paint nights that I organize. And it's not just about the painting, like I mentioned before, it's about the connection, whether it's with folks who've been through similar experiences or those needing a safe space. It's a beautiful way just to share and heal together. And I've had art exhibitions. You know, remembering all that I am, that was my very first art exhibition at the Mind's Eye Studio, good friend Jen, who runs that studio. And then also When Passion Takes the Lead, which was held at the Kitchener City Hall. You know, these were moments of me spilling my heart out on the canvas. They were more than just displays, they were moments of my struggles and triumphs that came into like vivid colors for everyone to feel and connect with. Life's a canvas, and I'm just painting my story one bold stroke at a time. Each stroke of the brush has become a testament to my evolution, experiences, and newfound artistic abilities. The creative process not only became a means of self-expression, but also a vehicle for unraveling the layers of my identity. Before I wrap up today, I just wanted to share a few spoken word. I'm not taking away from you at all because your words are beautiful. But, you know, with some art pieces, I do have some creative spirit that comes within, and there's some words that I just need to share that go alongside them. But I do want you to know that my family and I, Black History Month is celebrated 365 days a year. It's a celebration of our heritage, our stories, and the resilience that runs through our veins. So now I'm going to start with my first poem, which is A Mother's Determination. As a mother, we play the role of always having a solution, always having an answer, showing our poker face to avoid exposing our greatest inner feels, exposing our present feelings, our moments of weakness, the feeling of I can't today. And even during those feels, we as mothers are determined to continue our journey. We wake up each day not only for ourselves, but for our children. We work every day not only for ourselves, but for our young. We continually strive for greatness, even during those moments of feeling emotionally broken and feeling the world is on our shoulders. We rise, we dust our shoulders off, and we continue our journey of determination. And my second one is Beautiful Daisy. Dear beautiful Daisy, you embrace your ebony skin. You have appreciated your body and who you are within. Remember, you are loved, you are supported, and with a grin, I'm reminding you that validation from others is never important. Now, let me just finish this up a little bit more before I wrap up, and I got a lot more painting to do. I never thought painting and talking was hard. Let me just get this going. You know, Siobhan asked me to do this. I was like, Siobhan, I cannot do that. Actually, Chevy asked me to do this. I'm like, I cannot do this. This is too much. But then you know what? When you have someone, and these are people that are within our community that push you, when you think you can't, believe you can. Believe it, because it's one of those things you will never, ever, like, you just don't doubt yourself. There's so much that we can do as people. And when you have a community of people that are pushing for you, that are your cheerleaders, embrace it. Embrace it. So here, I'm actually gonna use purple, not because I'm wearing purple. Not because I'm wearing it, but because it's so pretty. It's one of my favorite colors. And I'm Frankensteining this because I want you to see the outcome. I only had a certain amount of time to be up here, but I want to show you that things can still be created in a very short amount of time. And you don't, with painting, you can just be messy. You can have fun. I like to do untraditional ways of creating, using a lot of paint and not ruining the carpet. So we'll just put that over here, or I won't be invited again. Let's do this here. And I just want to tell you that the end result, it's almost like it symbolizes how life works. You know, things look so messy and we think we can't, we can. As women, you know, we go through a lot. There's premenopausal I'm hearing about. I have to look into those things. They don't teach us these things in school. I'm learning a lot about myself. I'm going to be 40, and it's honestly, this is an age that I love and I just want to stay here. I'm not even there yet. Listen to me. I'm so happy to be 40. I'm actually 39, but it's okay. Let me just, I'm excited. I'm excited. So, you know, I'm going to just show you a little bit of who I'm creating. And like I mentioned, a lot of my paintings are, you know, they're a reflection of me. They remind me of me. They remind me of the people around me, my ancestors, who I pray to often and I'm grateful for, and just want to continue to make them happy. I don't have a name for it yet. I don't normally have a name for my paintings right away. Sure. I think that's what I'll name it. It's going to be Chevy. You won. I like to put tape on some of my paintings just because it just creates something different. I encourage you to do that. If you want to see if you're creative, I know a lot of people say, oh, I can't even paint. And you know what? Just we're always moving fast. Life moves fast and we forget about what we actually like to do, especially if you're a parent. Stop for a moment. Your kids will appreciate it. I'm telling you, my kids are very happy that I paint. So let me just do in here. Actually, I want a little paintbrush here to put this. Sometimes I get really carried away because painting, like it's always evolving, just like us as humans. And I just wanted to put a little bit of that in there. A little bit of a lighter purple, because it's so pretty. And you know, you could even if you want to be home on your own and paint, you can get cheap materials just at the dollar store. It's not like you're selling it to anybody. Just enjoy a moment on your own. And you don't always have to use a paintbrush. You can use your fingers. I like doing that too. So as I wrap up today, I want you to know my final words. So as we part today, I hope these pieces resonate with you in some way, offering a glimpse into the stories that shape my journey. After all, our stories, no matter how different, have the power to connect us all. Thank you.
Wow.
There's Chevy.
This is Chevy?
Yeah,
Very seriously.
I'm gonna name it Chevy. I'll finish more at home, but that's Chevy.
Got a faith in name Chevy. I'm not happy with you, Grant. Please, I'm asking you to see it's still Siobhan. It is still Siobhan. Thank you so much. One more time, put your hands together for Alana Decker. Ah, man, that was incredible. That was good. We are great for time, which I'm excited about. But all I'm going to do right now is just keep things moving. Love these artwork. These are great. Chevy. I might have to talk to you about Chevy coming home with me still. I'm just saying. But I want to take this moment to invite our CAO, Matthew Getsky, make sure I got that right, to provide us some closing remarks. And then after that, we'll provide some direction as to where you go to get your refreshments and everything. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out with us. I know that this was different, it was long, but I'm sure it was fun. Was it fun? It was fun. Yes, so please, Mr. Matthew Getsky, sir. Thanks, Siobhan. You're welcome.
Well, thank you, Siobhan. I know I'm the last thing between you and lunch, so I'm not going to be too long. But yeah, this is more impressive than when you were sitting here talking to council. But so I just wanted to really thank all of you. This big team of the region of Waterloo that have joined like a year and a half ago. Thank you on behalf of the entire corporate leadership team for this very special opening ceremony for Black History Month. We all know Black History Month is now it's a tradition now. It's a time for Canadians to celebrate the diversity, the history, and the culture of Black people in Canada. And I think to this year, which is my second year with the region, I feel blessed that we're I'm here at this opportunity with an incredible program committee of 14 incredible employees who took their time to take planning for all these events to the next level. Around this theme of experiencing the culture. And so you've seen it this morning. It's really been amazing. And I think this is the beginning of that experience that the planning committee was imagining for all of us. So this is the first of 3 cultural events that the committee has planned. And I know Siobhan will put another pitch for the next two after I do. And so maybe, some of you that know me, I'm kind of bookish. So I try to find a few good references to share with you. First one is, and I talked to my wife because she's so she's a sociology professor in York University, and she's specialized. She's been working a lot with Indigenous sociologists, and also has been working with feminists and Black folks on Black sociology. And so she told me to. It's good. I follow her advice, and she told me to quote Professor Andrea Davis, who's one of her colleagues at York University and teaches Black studies there. Who said that Black History Month is a time to value Black people's thought, cultures, and histories as valuable in and of themselves, work that is happening in fiction, in poetry, in film, in music, and dance. And so my commitment to Black History Month this year, apart from attending the 3 amazing events that the committee has organized, is to spend some of my evenings listening to music. And my little special commitment is to read this little book by Dany Laferrière, a Francophone Haitian-Canadian writer and poet. And so now I'll bother you with, and I was hoping there'd be a few more Francophones in here, but maybe this is going to be more of a dialogue with Alana. Because I'll read this poem in French. So it's called L'écorché vif. It says, parmi les artistes noirs américains qui ont voyagé, on trouve Miles Davis. Est-il un noir? On dit ça en pensant à sa gloire planétaire. On se trompe car Miles Davis est un écorché vif. Il est vexé que des imbéciles, simplement parce qu'ils sont blancs, osent le regarder de haut. Il est si blessé qu'il lui arrive de mettre tous les blancs dans le même panier. Il prend sa revanche dans la musique, en planant si haut qu'ils ne peuvent l'atteindre. So that's for the Francophone Black community. And then just to wrap up, this opening ceremony has provided us with a very special opportunity to learn, each in our own way. So I'll do my reading. I'm sure you all have ideas on how you can spend this month reflecting a little bit more about the contribution of Black culture to our new contemporary heritage and the world that we all live together in, and laugh and connect with all staff all over the region. So I'm really excited to be here with you today, to be attending the other events, and to experience the culture and the incredible energy of this event, and really supported by the program committee and by Siobhan here. So big thanks to the entire planning committee, to all the artists, musicians, and caterers who have made this event possible. And I'll turn it back to Siobhan to wrap it up. His role, in the planning committee has been instrumental. The energy that he's shown to prepare all this and to MC today has been fantastic. So thanks again, Siobhan. Thank you all for attending on behalf of the region. Thanks.
Yeah. Mathieu, just so you know, because you're going to spend your evenings listening to music, I got you. I got some Afro beats and some Bob Marley ready for you, sir. Thank you guys so much. It's that time where we're ending the program. And I just want to, and I have to do this. I absolutely have to do this. I got to give some big shout out to some special folks. So spare me just 30 seconds of doing this, because for us as a committee, we really need to these folks understand and know that we appreciate them. First off, creative multimedia team. You guys have been such a dynamic piece and a part of us. Thank you so much. Christian, Ian, and Cynthia. I know I had to get your name in there because they have been going at bat for us since day one. I came to Christian and Christian was like, Siobhan, we need like a 2-month notice on this. You're like giving me less than 30 days. But she made it happen. She gave us a great logo. They've worked tirelessly. Our promo video by Ian. I talked to Ian today. Tomorrow he was ready to set up. That was incredible. And I just want to say thank you so much for that in itself. Tim, I am so sorry for butchering this. I know I'm going to. Tim Bacher. Sorry, Tim. But for shout out to you and your team for helping us out with the stereo system and the audio and everything. Tim already said to me, Siobhan, next time, don't do this to me. But him and his team stepped up and they did a great job. And thank you so much. You guys have been incredible. I appreciate that. Lakshana, thank you, Connie, for giving us the opportunity to collaborate with Lakshana. She helped us out in a lot of ways in our communication piece. That was great. HRC, Dana and Mark, thank you so much for jumping out and joining us. Carl Natras, I know you're not here, sir, but the online online feed, that's all Carl. Thank you so much, Carl, wherever you are. I hope you're watching me and listening. Big shout out to you. Thank you so much. And last but not least, Kimberly Simo. She believed in us the first time I sort of painted this picture. And she said, why not? I got you. And I will talk to my CLT colleagues as well. And here we are. And it's a big deal. And big shout out to all management. You've allowed and graced your staff to be here with us. I'm grateful for that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone. Had to get it out of the way. That was important for me because of them, this is where we are now. So with that being said, it's refreshments time. So just to give you an idea of what's going on. So once you head out, you're gonna find that there's gonna be a lovely table stacked with different color ribbons and meals. If you are gluten-free, we got something for you. If you're a vegetarian, we got something for you. And if you are a carnivore, meat eater, we got something for you as well. So please enjoy the refreshments. Like I mentioned, they're not big lunches, but I'm sure they're gonna really, really please your appetite as well as your taste buds. It's gonna be fun. I believe I have our team set. Yes? Oh, yes, our team set to help you with that. But not only that, once you head out, and you can sort of correct me, Stella, we do have our barcode. I would like for you to scan. It's a quick 4 or 5 questions survey. How was the experience? What you'd like to see and what you want, going forward again. Please take the time to do so. Scan that. We want to hear from you because your support, your thoughts is only going to make this bigger and better. Welcome to Experience the Culture 2024. Thank you, Region of Waterloo. Thank you so much. Yeah.